A sudden chill crept down Junling's spine as he reached the lake. Hidden within the mist, a faint beast knelt by the water, drinking in silence. Its figure was blurred, as if reality itself refused to fully reveal it. Every movement carried an oppressive pressure that made Junling's instincts scream in warning. Suppressing his fear, Junling followed from afar. The beast left no. Soon, the creature vanished into a shadowed opening beneath the mountain. Cold air poured out from the entrance, carrying the scent of damp stone and ancient danger. Junling hesitated only for a heartbeat before stepping inside. The cave swallowed him whole. Darkness pressed in from every direction, broken only by the distant drip of water. The deeper he went, the heavier the air became, as if the mountain itself was watching. He memorized every sound, every shift in the shadows, knowing a single mistake would mean death. Deep within the cave, the beast finally stopped. Its massive body lay still, its breathing slow and heavy. It had fallen asleep, but Junling knew better than to trust appearances. Moving like a ghost, Junling crept forward. He searched desperately for the marrow-cleansing liquid, the treasure rumored to exist only in places soaked with danger. Stone after stone, crack after crack, nothing. Just as despair began to surface, a faint glow caught his eye. Near the beast's resting place, a thin trail of milky white liquid shimmered on the ground, releasing a chilling aura. Junling followed it, each step colder than the last, until he reached a cluster of ice embedded in the stone. The ice glowed softly, as though it contained something alive. His heartbeat thundered. This was no ordinary treasure. As Junling reached out, the cave suddenly grew unnaturally silent. Then, crack! A dry stick snapped beneath his foot. The sound exploded through the cave, echoing endlessly. In that instant, the beast's breathing changed. Junling froze. He could feel it. Something had awakened. The beast's eyes snapped open. Two crimson pupils locked onto Junling, and in that instant, the world seemed to lose its sound. Even the wind froze, as if afraid to move. An oppressive silence spread when Junling met the beast's gaze, heavy, suffocating, and filled with killing intent. A low growl rumbled from the beast's throat. Rage boiled over. With a thunderous roar, it slammed its claw into the ground. The earth screamed in protest. Cracks spiderwebbed outward, and a violent shock wave tore through the air. Junling's body was flung away like a broken doll. He smashed into the stone wall, bones screaming in agony, before crashing to the ground. Blood burst from his mouth. Junling gasped, coughing as warm blood stained his lips. Pain screamed through every nerve, but fear screamed louder. He forced himself upright and ran. Behind him, the beast howled. Seeing its prey dare to escape only fueled its madness. Each step it took shook the ground. With a savage swing, the beast slashed forward, its claw tearing through the air like a blade, aiming straight for Junling's back. Junling pushed his body beyond its limits, legs burning, vision blurring. Then, pressure. A crushing, deathly pressure wrapped around him. His instincts screamed. He twisted his head, just in time to see the claw descending from the shadows, blotting out the dim light like a falling executioner's axe. Time stopped. His body froze, his breath caught in his throat. Boom! The claw struck. Junling was smashed into the earth with terrifying force. The ground exploded, dirt and shattered stone blasting into the air as a massive crater formed. Blood sprayed across the broken land, mixing with dust and rubble. Silence returned. Slowly, the dust settled. At the center of the crater lay Junling's broken body. His clothes were torn apart, his skin split open, blood pouring out without restraint. It flowed beneath him, soaking the cracked ground, forming a dark, spreading pool. Yet, his chest still rose and fell, barely alive. And above the crater, the beast watched in silence, its blood-red eyes burning with anticipation, as if waiting to see whether this fragile human would finally die, or do something far more terrifying. Junling lay sprawled across the cold earth, his body twisted at an unnatural angle. There was no emotion left in his eyes, only an empty, lifeless stare, as if his soul had already abandoned him. The air around him felt heavy, suffocating, as though the world itself was holding its breath. A low growl echoed from the shadows. From the darkness, a massive beast emerged. Its form was distorted and grotesque, flesh crawling with scars and dry blood. When it opened its eyes, an eerie crimson glow pierced the night. That gaze alone carried a murderous intent, so overwhelming that the ground beneath Junling began to crack. The beast's aura surged violently, flooding the area like a tidal wave of death. Without warning, it attacked. The pressure crashed down on Junling's body, crushing bones and tearing flesh. Blood seeped from the corners of his mouth, staining the earth beneath him. His vision blurred as darkness crept in, swallowing the world inch by inch. The beast's roar echoed in his ears, blending with the sound of his own heartbeat as it slowed. Then silence. Junling's eyes finally closed, sinking into an endless abyss. His body began to fade, dissolving into shadows, as if erased by an unseen force. Yet, deep within that darkness, something ancient stirred, watching, waiting, for this was not the end, but the beginning of a far more terrifying fate.